Coming up this season is another full of twists and turns you will ever see about in The Bachelor of EB Ottawa.
Sorry, even though I was really mean to them sometimes. Like, I love conferences, but it's a lot of people. It felt like a family, and I felt very like comforted, and I felt like very at home. And the fact that you see your members grow, and I think that's really rewarding. Yeah, I wouldn't give it up for anything. Yeah.
Coming up next, VP Outgoing Global Volunteer.
Hi everyone, so this is Luisa. I am 19 years old. I come from Brazil, but you know, like, you gotta travel around, you know, do that travel Insta, you know, gotta get those good pics. And I'm gonna show you how my life really changed when I applied for VPOGD. Yeah.
Amazing. Now tell me a little bit about why you wanted to start applying this VP position in last year.
So what really made me want to apply for VP last year was that I always knew that I loved to travel, you know, like, it was just a real thing for me. And honestly, what made me apply last year was the conference in October, and I was kind of unsure because I was one of the best performing people in the LC last year around this time, and I knew I wanted more to show myself and show like people around me that I knew I could do it. I knew I could really achieve more with my portfolio, and I kind of just wanted to do that, and I just took off running, you know?
Before COVID happened, what did you do on your VP position?
So before COVID, I actually did so much. Like, it was a lot of work, but it was really, really rewarding because I'm a very like goal-oriented person. I looked at a lot of expo, made sure that we had new applicants. I looked at tabling, if people were signing up, how many signups we were getting, if we were getting enough. We have like 5 different things in normal before COVID. So there's sign up, the consultation, then the apply, and all of that. So I wanted to see where we had a problem. I had to make sure that we still had the momentum to keep. My members were really good. I made sure that my members were motivated. I would do call sessions. I would do like weekly meetings to see how people are doing, to motivate them. And then I would do once a month socials so that people could really connect to our portfolio and feel like the OGV mantra. And it was really good because we actually connected a lot, and it was really nice.
What about after COVID? What do you do on your VP position now?
So yeah, after COVID, a lot changed. Like, I didn't have as big of a group because OGV is usually the biggest group because we usually have the most opportunities to go abroad. We didn't check expo as much because we don't have any new signups. You didn't have to like make sure that your members called the people because we're not doing operations. And now I'm just making sure that we have virtual events. So like, I'm doing a lot of virtual events. I'm making sure that we have content for Global Village because even though people aren't going to go abroad soon, or we're not promoting that, we want to make sure that people know about Isaac and know about that there is a possibility to go abroad whenever COVID ends. And also what I'm making sure is that my members are motivated, having those socials, you know, it's a lot less work than it was like the first semester, but it's in the fact that you see your members grow, and I think that's really rewarding. Yeah.
Amazing. Now, why don't you share us the biggest lesson you have learned in your VP term so far?
The biggest lesson that I learned in my VP term, it was that a lot of people aren't like me because I'm very like goal oriented. I really like the numbers, and I'm very focused on like reaching that goal. Not everyone is like that, so I had to make sure that I had to motivate people differently, and I had to see what worked with one would never work with the other, you know, like with other people. So I had just to make sure that I knew that. You learn a lot about how to manage people, which is like one of the hardest things. So I'm still learning. It is a learning curve. I'm great at motivating myself because I was always an independent person I guess, and I was always in like the independent sports, like swimming, where you have to have a lot of like self-motivation. So I had to learn how to motivate others and how they responded and all of that, which is very hard. But I wouldn't give it up for anything. Yeah.
Wow, that's indeed some good wisdom. Now, I bet the audience wanted to hear your favorite moment in your VP term so far. Would you like to share with us?
My favorite moments in my VP term would be, it was right before I left to Japan actually, and it wasn't a conference, which everybody thinks is going to be a conference. So my favorite part was actually with the EB, and it was, we went to Alice's house right before I went like home. We all hung out in her room, and we were drinking a little, and it was just really fun, and it was one of the best moments because we all got like, not in our feels, but like just it felt like a family, and I felt very like comforted, and I felt like very at home, and it was just really nice, like everybody coming together. And like at one point, like I literally pushed everybody onto the snow. Like we went outside and we were just like, I was a little drunk, I'm not gonna lie. And I was just pushing everybody, and they were like, Louisa, and we were all laughing. It was so good. Yeah, that's something that you have to look forward to in the EB if you do decide to do it. Also, seeing so many people go abroad if you decide to do OGV. But yeah.
Now, if you could give one piece of advice to the next VP on your position, what would you say to this person?
Okay, so if I had to give one advice to the next VP, I would say manage. Don't do everything by yourself, because you are going to kill yourself and you will want to die. I did everything by myself, and I was like, I can manage like 12 people at the same time, and as well like do the work, and as well like do a list of the people that they need to call. Like I was absolutely crazy. Like it was ambitious for sure, but it was absolutely crazy. Like I would not recommend that to anybody. So managing is one thing, and also making sure that having a plan, because like I was very planned, but making sure that even if the plan doesn't go where you think you want it to go, it's okay. And also don't look at the numbers as much, but look at the people. You want to develop people. You don't want people to be like, oh, like I hate going to meetings, you know, like you want to develop people. You want the group to like feel welcome, you know, and that's what you want.
Wow, well said, well said. Now, you know, in the Bachelor of EB Ottawa season, people are fighting for that final rose. So if you can have a short Tinder bio to the person who wanted to apply for the position, what would you say?
So a Tinder bio for my portfolio, it would be, I'm a lot of fun, I'm a lot of work, but it's good work and it's rewarding. I'm rewarding. I can be a nightmare or a dream. It's just you decide where you want it. Yeah.
Coming up next, VP OGET.
Oh my god, it's not even OGET anymore.
Coming up next, VP Outgoing Global Talent and Global Teacher.
His face.